I loved you all very dearly. I am so sorry for what I am going to do. Close quote. Or another quote, I must kill myself. It was a good life while it lasted. I'm sorry. I will miss you all. Close quote.
The freezing January month brought the coldest winter to Idaho Falls, and when the city was sleeping, writing a note, Jed kept the note at his residence, took a 9mm handgun, cell phone, and survival gear, and walked towards the 2009 Nissan Versa in the driveway. He started the engine of his vehicle and left his place. During the early morning hours, Jed's parents, Amy Hall and Alan Hall, realized that neither Jed nor their 2009 Nissan Versa was at their residence. Jed's parents couldn't find him. Instead, they got the note left by Jed. What was in the note? Was it a mysterious disappearance or just a red herring? What happened to Matthew Jedediah Hall? And why did AWP enter the play? Hi, and welcome to Mysterious 7. I'm Michael, and the story I have for you is the 16-year-old missing person case solved by AWP. Let's walk on the edge of a mystery. Idaho Falls is a scenic city in southeastern Idaho surrounding the Snake River. Several outdoor attractions entice weekend visits and longer-term stays. It serves as the commercial, cultural, and healthcare hub for eastern Idaho and parts of western Wyoming and southern Montana. The city of Idaho Falls is one of the best places to live, retire, and enjoy a solitary lifestyle with attractive amenities and an affordable cost of living. And our story begins in Idaho Falls. It was the 29th of October 2001. An Idaho couple, Alan Lawrence Hall and Amy Lee Kosmitter Hall, were blessed with a baby boy named Matthew Jedediah Hall. Christopher Sherwood was a super brother to his youngest brother, Jed. Jed spent his entire young life in the city. According to Alan and Amy, Jed grew up as a grounded and caring person who was helpful to others. He attended Westside Elementary from kindergarten through 5th grade, and then he moved to American Heritage Charter School in 6th grade. Jed's peers elected him as a member of the student council in his sophomore year. He played soccer for years and was a valuable team member. Jed's parents felt that he was curious about many things. He enjoyed traveling with his family, camping, marksmanship, building stuff with many different materials, and exploring. Jed loved the water and was always happy playing in it, whether it was the ocean, a lake, or a pool. Some of his favorite time was spent on Lake James in Michigan, fishing for bass and catching sunfish. Jed was a Civil Air Patrol member, so he used to go to the Elks Lodge to attend the meeting. He was also a leader who was always ready to help fellow cadets. He had completed and won a spot at summer camp with the Air Force Pararescue. Everyone in the squadron thought highly of him and respected him. Ever since Jed was a kid, he wished to grow up and become a soldier. He was also considering applying to the Air Force Academy for his never-ending love of flying. Besides these, Jed was working as a part-timer in a local restaurant. Can you imagine such a well-grounded 16-year-old having a murderous private persona? The real twist was that even Jed's parents didn't realize their son was living in an awful condition until 2018. The 22nd of January 2018 was a fine Monday, and weeks after Christmas break, the students returned to their schools in Idaho Falls. It was around 6:51 a.m. Alan and Amy found no signs of Jed getting dressed up for his school. So when the couple searched for him, they discovered that Jed wasn't in his room, and their 2009 Nissan Versa with the license plate 8BEF732 had also vanished. In addition, Jed's parents noticed that he took a 9mm handgun and camping or survival gear with him. So they tried reaching Jed's phone, but there was no response. Soon after realizing Jed's disappearance, his parents found a few things that painted a different story about Jed and his world. First, they got one of Jed's notes with plans to run away from home. Jed's parents also found and read the final note he left behind and understood that it might be a suicide note. And Jed seemed to be personally writing notes about taking off on his own, his desires, and murdering someone he believed to have sexually assaulted his friend. Through these notes, Jed's parents learned about another world and Jed's initial plan to leave his home. However, his family believed he was running away, since the notes listed survival supplies and included plans to disguise himself. The parents were worried that Jed might attempt suicide, so they immediately reported Jed's disappearance to the Idaho Falls Police Department. After getting Jed's photo and information about his whereabouts and belongings, the officials started their search. With the help of Jed's cell phone, the officials obtained location data, which showed that the phone was either turned off or dead at 6:48 a.m. on the day he disappeared. The last pinged location showed the phone was 0.43 miles southeast of the Verizon tower located at 1490 Lindsay Boulevard. The area included a section of the Snake River, Highway 20, close to Interstate 15. So the IFPD searched for Jed in and around the location, but nothing led them to find Jed and his vehicle. For several years, the officials had investigated many possibilities and tips, including that Jed may have still been alive or deceased in another location. Investigators had traveled to other states following tips, reporting all possible sightings, and searched remote areas of the region. They even participated in numerous local and national media outreach efforts, attempting to garner additional information. However, IFPD investigators also recognized early on that it was possible that Jed and his vehicle may have landed right into the Snake River. At least 3 searches were conducted to find Jed and his vehicle in the river. They utilized local law enforcement resources from the Bonneville County Sheriff's Office dive team. The team's sonar and underwater search equipment and resources from partner agencies and entities were employed to search the area around the forebay and upstream in the river sections that fell within the ping data. Unfortunately, no sign of Jed or his vehicle was ever located. When IFPD searched for Jed, his family firmly believed that Jed was alive somewhere. So in 2020, they hired a private investigator, James Michael Terry of Gulf Coast Investigative Solutions. After entering the case and doing their research, the private investigator uncovered new leads that Jed had planned to disappear for months. He found that Jed had told his friends that he planned to run to Canada and might have been involved in several crimes.
27 months later, that car isn't on the road anymore. That car is in somebody's garage. That car is in, if he is deceased, it's at the bottom of a lake, I get it. But if they believe he's alive like I do, then that car was placed somewhere.
As a huge lead, Terry uncovered security footage of the car Jed had driven. In the video, Jed was seen breaking into American Heritage Charter School, going to a girl's locker, and leaving $1,000 in cash and a necklace he made using his hand. In addition, Terry found out that Jed seemed to have a crush on her. She was an American Heritage Charter School student and worked at Reed's Dairy, Idaho Falls. Terry also clarified that the notes he left indicated that Jed intended to murder a relative of that girl, whom he believed had sexually assaulted her. The note mentioned that she might hate Jed for doing such things, but no matter what, Jed added that he wanted to help her. Besides uncovering such information about Jed, they found no other signs of the teen, so Jed Hall's disappearance turned out to be a mystery for the Idaho Falls Police Department until 2022. In April 2022, the Adventures with Purpose and Profiling Evil teams reached out to the IFPD regarding the search for Jed Hall after learning about the case from their viewers, previous media sources, and IFPD releases. The AWP Savior team told the IFPD they would help them find Jed. Based on Jed's last pinged location and the security footage, AWP believed that he would have landed in the nearby water body. So, while making a point of interest, the Snake River topped the search list. On the morning of the 1st of May 2022, the AWP Angels met the IFPD investigators, Amy and Alan Hall, at the Snake River boat launch near the 1400 block of River Parkway. Though Amy Hall believed that her son would have joined the military or was still alive anywhere, she agreed to let the AWP specialists and IFPD conduct the search for him in the river. No one else could do the best with sonar technology than the diving angels, and once again, the AWP team proved it. They kick-started their search at 9 a.m., and within 20 minutes of their investigation, the team located what was ultimately determined to be the Nissan Versa. It was approximately 75 yards downstream from the boat ramp, 50 feet from the shore, in an area where the water is about 8 feet deep. One of the diving angels got the license plate and brought it to the surface, and Amy Hall confirmed that it belonged to them.
What was that license plate again? Yep, that's the one.
Tears were rolling out of Amy and Alan's eyes while confirming. Alan Hall had maintained hope for 4 years that their son was alive. Neither Alan nor Amy believed their son Jed would end his own life, as he had not shown any signs of being suicidal and had not shown an interest in learning how a person stays off the grid. It was a hurricane of emotions for them.
God damn you.
The Snake River was soon turned into a crime spot. A local towing company responded and assisted with the recovery of the vehicle, which was taken to a secure location for processing. Human remains were also found inside the rear of the vehicle. There was nothing strange about the vehicle other than the front-end rear window was out with the debris that floated down the river. It was strictly due to the extreme winter weather conditions in Idaho Falls. The Bonneville County Coroner's Office, local experts, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children assisted with the expeditious positive identification of the remains. IFPD's Public Information Officer, Jessica Clements, said that the investigation into the car might take weeks. She added that their official dive teams had searched the river before, including in the area where the vehicle was found, but they did not know if divers had checked that exact spot. Beyond identifying the remains, police will also investigate how the car came to be in the river before determining whether the person whose remains were discovered inside died by suicide. The IFPD and Bonneville County Sheriff offered their gratitude to the Real Life Angels team from AWP for applying their expertise and resources to the search for Jed Hall. The service they provide across the country to bring closure to cases and find answers for loved ones is admirable. Mysterious 7 appreciates the spirit of partnership and compassion they employed while approaching every search. Due to the people's outstanding support, such volunteer search teams have solved many missing person cold cases. So let's make it possible for these selfless heroes to provide free services to families and law enforcement by watching their documentaries, buying their merchandise, and donating. What do you think about the AWP Angels? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. And don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button for more in-depth coverage of some of the most compelling cases.